Nice. Oh, wow. How do you like it? I love it. Ooh.
Cheers.
That's incredible.
There you go.
É uma surpresa atrás da outra? Sri Lanka é uma ilha que fica ao sul da Índia, que tem uma herança histórica incrível, que passou por uma guerra civil onde quase 100 mil pessoas morreram. Apesar disso, hoje em dia esse país está no topo da lista de viagens de muita gente. Eu vim até Colombo, a capital do Sri Lanka, para entender um pouco melhor esse momento. Colombo é a cidade que mais cresce em termos turísticos hoje em dia no mundo. Mais de 2 milhões de visitantes estrangeiros passam pelo Sri Lanka todo ano. E esse número só vai continuar crescendo. Essa é a prova de que essa ideia de que Sri Lanka é uma India Light não existe mais. Hoje em dia esse país esbanja brilho próprio. Por conta do crescimento econômico dos últimos tempos, o Sri Lanka meio que se tornou uma terra de oportunidades. A Shana Dandenya estudou fora do país, mas acabou de voltar para o Sri Lanka para aproveitar esse momento e decidiu abrir o próprio negócio, um café chamado Kumbuka. Why did you come back?
I came back here because after university, my parents had already moved back here. I felt that there was a lot of opportunity waiting for me over here in Sri Lanka. And rightly so, because when I came back, it took only a few months before I was able to get this cafe up and running. I think Colombo is almost like a city of dreams. Like you can come here and pretty much make anything happen because there's a lot that still hasn't happened yet. Entrepreneurship in this country there's a huge market for it now. I mean, if you look at the way that the city is growing, you can see that there's just so much more happening. If you look in any one direction, you see cranes everywhere. It's nuts.
What is it like being a young woman here?
20 years ago, 30 years ago, it was hard to see a woman entrepreneur or see a lady as a director of a company or however it is. But now I think attitudes towards that are really changing. And it's nice to see because, you see a lot of strong women in this country. About maybe 20, 30 years ago, people used to look down, not really take women as seriously perhaps as they do now.
A lot of places that go through the level of conflict that Colombo and Sri Lanka have gone through, they're scarred, they're haunted by war for life. 8 years is relatively fast for a place to become the land of opportunities after what happened. What's the secret?
That's a hard question. I think probably it's about learning that things that happen in the past, you obviously can't build a future on past experiences. You have to somehow look towards the future and find ways to pull together and help each other. And I think that's what Sri Lankans do perfectly and push them forward and show that we have a huge future ahead of us. But it's also the attitude and the way that you look towards things rather than looking back on things.
A Shana é a prova de que a nova geração do Sri Lanka está de olho no futuro, mas as tradições do país continuam muito presentes por aqui.
So charming.
Yeah,
So I just thanked him. I said Stuti.
correct.
How do you say hello?
Put your hands together. You say I bo one.
Aibo one.
Long life and prosperity. That's
like
how you
that.
greet a person. It's
Long
nice.
life and prosperity.
There you go.
Aibo1.
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 Excellent. There you go. Fantastic beer. After that
Nice.
walk, you might ask me now, how do you say cheers in Sri Lanka?
How do you say cheers in Sri Lanka?
Cheers. Before people come here, this is a general thing that people tell me. They do sometimes, I think, base it upon India. That is the kind of mentality they would have. But then this is completely different. A completely different culture altogether. Everywhere you go in this country, remember this, and I'm sure for the rest of your tour, people do smile here for every single thing. It's a very stress-free life that they live here, which is fantastic. Oh, hold on. What have we got here? We got awesome pepper crab. This is not sea crab. This is lagoon crab. These are not farmed. This is a specialty of a Sri Lankan dish. Coconut sambal.
All
With
right.
a little bit of chili. Take a piece of bread, dip it into your gravy, and a little bit of coconut sambal.
That's incredible.
There you go. Get the flavors mixing
The
up.
chili with the coconut. It is meaty.
It's really good. That's the difference between the sea crab and the lagoon. They're so good. And also you get the amazing flavors of the spice and the pepper.
Unreal. Oh my God.
There you go.
É uma surpresa atrás da outra?
Eu vou dizer que não é só porque eu comi um caranguejo quase inteiro que eu ia ficar satisfeito. No dia seguinte, eu acordei pronto para mergulhar mais fundo na comida tradicional do país.
A culinária do Sri Lanka é um reflexo da riqueza cultural desse país e um retrato de séculos de história como um dos portos mais relevantes da Ásia. Para entender melhor esse universo, eu vim conversar com um guia gastronômico local chamado Ajit. Ajit?
Hi.
Pedro.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Pedro.
meet you, man.
Yes.
I'm so excited about this. Can you show me some stuff? Can we try some
Yeah.
stuff?
Please join with me. I'll take you to that place.
Let's do it.
Watch out.
Whoa!
It's quite busy. This is what we call hoppers.
Hoppers.
It's made out of rice flour
Okay.
and it's very crispy. Normally, these particular food you get morning and the afternoon and evening only.
Aqui em Colombo, na capital do Sri Lanka, por dia, mais de 1 milhão de pessoas passam por aqui. Então as pessoas não têm tempo, elas vêm trabalhar e têm que ser rápidas, correm, bate e volta. E por isso, muita gente come comida de rua, é muito popular aqui. I have a feeling I'm gonna love this. So for breakfast, we're gonna eat the hoppers. But what do you guys drink for breakfast?
Tea. So the people like to have the hot curries with the hoppers, and then when they drink tea, then that will cool off. Look at this.
Nice. Oh, wow.
You can put it into the middle or you can put it into the side.
Let's put it in the side.
And yeah, I think it's better.
Esse lugar que parece uma padaria serve o que eles chamam do típico café da manhã aqui de Sri Lanka. Que é essa panquequinha levinha, fininha, com um ovo dentro. É uma cara ótima, né? Só que aí uns botam curry, outros botam pimenta, outros botam um fermentado aqui, um repolho.
Take a little bit of this. That's right. How do you like it?
I love it.
Bit spicy. I told you the Sri Lankan things are spicy.
You told me that wasn't spicy.
Some sugar in it, but still you will feel spicy.
That's spicy.
That's what I told you to put it onto the side.
Yeah.
It's nice. Wait, can you hear that?
Yeah.
That's the place where they're making the kottu.
Oh, that's the kotu.
Yeah. So this is what we call kottu roti.
Okay.
So these are the roti. They slice us into pieces. Plain roti. They slice into small pieces.
Oh. Pela madrugada. Coturote, geralmente eles comem no jantar. Ele pega um monte de tortilha, tipo aquelas de comida mexicana, corta bem pequenininho, joga ali dentro e joga tudo. Joga pimenta, joga os vegetais, aí tem um caldo de galinha ali. Taca, 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 taca.
Right, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Stuti. Why does it come with water?
The hot water.
Hot water.
It's hot water just to kill the germs.
Oh, to kill the germs.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
please try. And also you can see the way how they serve this. It's on a plastic paper
Plastic paper.
because they no need to wash the dish.
Oh.
They can throw the paper away and then they can
Isso é que é
use the
esperteza.
plate again.
Very
How is
good. Very good. It's spicy, but it's perfect.
It's perfect.
Because when he put that spoon of pepper, it was like. E tem um quê de curry, que eu acho que vem daquele caldo de galinha que eles botam.
So when we come to Colombo, we'll try to get the street food because this is the best food ever we can get. We can get so many nice food from our restaurants, but you know you can't compare them. To have a great experience, the Sri Lankan people's life experience, you have to eat them. We are happy to have some simple food and less cost and delicious.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Em todo lugar você se depara com alguma coisa que chama atenção. Por exemplo, um cara que ganha vida cobrando 10 centavos para as pessoas se pesarem em uma balança no meio da rua. Ou um vendedor de bilhete de loteria que passa horas arrumando sua própria barraca. É um lugar que às vezes parece que parou no tempo, mas também tem a vibração de um país que renasceu das cinzas. Uma pessoa que tem muito para falar sobre esse Sri Lanka pós-guerra é o Arun, um ator e ativista que viveu no exterior e voltou para Colombo para acompanhar esse novo momento do país.
When we read about war and conflict around the world, there is part of the population that isn't as affected as others. How much did it affect your life?
Directly, certainly not. You know, I do remember being in school, seeing the central bank explode in front of me. Like I saw the building just boom and the smoke come out and stuff. And like bomb drills are a normal thing, part of your life and stuff like that.
Do you remember when you first heard that the war was over?
Yeah, I was living in London. My father called me and he said, okay, this has happened. And I just remember this immense disturbance. Like the earth moves slightly, something shifts. You don't feel euphoric, just more like, oh, okay. This thing that has defined everything, this thing that has existed my entire life, like it was before I was born, now is suddenly finished.
In this case, there was a winner and there was a loser in the war.
Yeah.
Which was very clear.
What happened after the war is that the country followed a victor's narrative rather than a victim's. It only considered a victor's narrative. There was this thing called Victory Day where like tanks were paraded around and there were rallies and stuff. And this idea that this was somehow this great, enormous
party or-
victory.
yeah.
Oh yeah. And even the monuments in the north are awful. They're monuments to the army and to battles and to instruments of war, tanks and things. And it's caused this major scarring, because how can we possibly move on? How can you possibly consider this idea of reconciliation when we haven't even considered what the people, particularly the Tamil people in the north, have gone through and what happened to them, and how they can better move on by considering it. We're still looking at land that hasn't been returned to people because it was taken over by the army in the north. The north still hasn't been demilitarized, really.
That's interesting that you're saying that, because it hasn't been this long that the war has been over. But I come here, and unlike other places around the world, I don't you don't have a feeling that you're in a haunted place by tragedy.
No.
Quite the opposite.
No, quite the opposite.
People seem very optimistic.
Yeah.
They seem positive about the change. How much has it changed since you were a kid till now?
Vast. It's a different place. Colombo particularly is completely different. It's shocking. Like, it really is unrecognizable, and it will be unrecognizable in 5 years from now.
How do you think things will change? Are you optimistic?
I'm optimistic, but I suppose I'm cautiously optimistic. There are things that cause me concern. There's so much in this tiny little island. It's the size of Wales, and there's 20 million people here. I would hope that we can spread this idea that there's something greater to it, and that our culture isn't this monolithic Sinhalese culture, that it is multitude. We have such a vast array of different peoples here and religions, and I think we should be celebrating of that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.